we start directly from Power BI desktop, and now we are going to create a blank report. And from here, we want to import data directly from a SharePoint folder. So to start with it, we are going to click on this Get Data button. And when we use this, we cannot see the option available. So you need to go to this More option first. And then from here, you will see the option to import data from a SharePoint folder. So that's what we want to use now, and click on Connect button. And Power BI will ask you a URL. So in order for us to get the URL to our SharePoint folder, for this example, I'm going to use my own SharePoint folder, and this is the website. And from here, as you can see, I have created a sample system. Okay, in this main folder one here, I have several subfolders, and inside the subfolders, I have several files, as you can see now. And our work now, our purpose here is I want to import data from this group work folder, which contains these three files. All right, so let's take a look at how we want to do this. Okay, the URL that we are going to use is not the entire URL up here. So you just need to copy the URL starting from this HTTPS up until the site name. Okay, so this is my site name here, Power BI data source samples. So only up to here. This is what we want to have. We want to copy, and press Ctrl C to copy it. And now we are going to use it inside our Power BI import file. So I have pasted the URL and click on OK button. And Power BI will communicate to this website URL. You need to give it some time to finish. Okay. As you can see here, I can directly see the files list, but if you do this for the first time, you will be given another window. Okay, so that window will ask you to log in. Okay, you need to give the correct credentials to your SharePoint folder. So after you have given the correct credentials, you can click on the contact button, and you will be able to see this list as well. Okay, your file list will be listed here as well. And as you can see here, in this preview window, you can see all the files contained within the site. So if you have a lot of Excel files, you will see all the files listed here. So for my case, I have all these files available, and now I want to use only these three files. Okay, so what we can do next is we can click on this transform data, where we are going to be able to see this Power Query editor window. All right, so in this Power Query editor window, you can see all the files listed here. And if you go to the last column, so this is the folder path. So you need to know which folder, or what is the folder name that you want to use within your Power BI desktop. For my case, I want to use this group work folder. This is my name. So in my Power BI Power Query editor here, I can filter my data, use this drop down button here, and I can search for my specific folder name, which is group work. And this will be the result. Click on OK button. And now I can see only these three Excel files available. Okay, so once you have listed all the access files, all the Excel files that you want to use, you can click on this first column here. There is a button there, Combine Files button, where you can click on it, and Power Query Editor will now combine all the data from these three files into a single table. Okay, so you just need to give it time to complete. And once done, you will see this window appear. Okay, for my case, all the files within my folder here is using the same data structure, whereby in all the files I have this worksheet named data, and the table structure within this data worksheet is similar throughout the files. Okay, I have all these columns available, and the best practice is you need to make sure all the files are using the same data structure. Okay, click on OK button, and now you will be able to see in your Power Query editor, Power Query is processing your data, and at the end of the process, you will be able to get a single table combining all the data as shown in this display here. So to prove that we have gathered all the data within a single table, you can click on this drop down button for your first column, and you can see all the files listed here. All the file names should be listed here. We have these three files. Okay, so now I'm going to click on OK button or cancel. Okay, now just to simulate that there is a new file coming into my SharePoint folder here, right? So this is my folder. And now I want to simulate the situation or scenario whereby another team member is contributing a new file within my folder here. Okay, so I'm just going to drag a file from my local drive here into this group work folder in my SharePoint and wait for it to finish uploading the file. As you can see now, the file is already inserted into this group work folder. Okay, so now if I go back to my Power Query editor, okay, for now I haven't refreshed my query. Okay, I haven't refreshed my query yet, so I still got these three file names. All right, so now if I refresh this data preview, okay, click on this refresh preview here and just wait for it to finish processing. Okay, now if I go back to this drop down button, I should be able to see the new file coming into my table. Okay, so that's how easy it is to gather data from your SharePoint folder. All right, the trick is when you want to import your data from SharePoint, you just need to copy the main site URL. Okay, so up until your site name. Okay, you don't have to copy until the end, just up until your site name. Right, so that ends this video. Thank you so much.